Welcome back to Roadcraft. It's episode 3. The gameplay intensifies with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on Roadcraft. This is the third episode. If you haven't watched 1 and 2, 1 being my first impressions, 2 being a continuation. At the end of the last episode, we completed Precipice. And we also upgraded our Armiger Thunder to the Armiger Thunder SAR and our Mule T1 to not a rusted one, but a better one. So we're now going to move on to the next map. New map, Aftermath. So, should we click on it and see what happens? I'm hoping for some more exciting stuff. Who knows? Okay, the region is mostly flooded after the storm with notable destruction around the main routes and facilities. The core objective is mitigation of immediate damage caused by flooding both in the industrial area and the civilian sector. You can only start a new map on a scout vehicle. You can deploy other vehicles from the garage later. Okay, so we can't. I still can't understand why we can't sell that, the old one. But we'll use our SAR. We've barely scratched the surface. I mean, the last episode was really cool. We got the Mule T1. We got to operate the Gantry crane and stuff, the dock crane. Your company returns to the region after the storm has passed to witness the aftermath and help mitigate the consequences. Just showing you a few different shots. I'm not going to dismiss them because they're rather cool. Time has been taken to make them. Wowzers. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? See how we crack along. You might get a bit of an echo from the lady in our earpiece because it's picking up on my mic as well. There we go.
Looks like our hard work paid off. The storm's passed and the town's still standing. Still, we better check for damage. I've marked your destination at the harbor.
Okay, we are marked at the harbour. Let's check on the map. So at the phosphate plant. Oh, I thought it was weird because on the previous one I did a bit of exploring, I guess, from our... Oh, where's our facility then gone? Warehouse is there. That was where our forward base was. That's now gone. I'm assuming we're going to be refocusing our efforts somewhere else. So we've got to work out how to get to there, which I'm assuming is going to involve that bridge there. Don't need to work out a route really, just go past the abandoned facility and... yeah, let's do it. Start the engine. Park and brake off. I've remembered to do it this time. Oh, all the gates are shut again. Look at all the debris everywhere though. That's a cool touch. My initial thought was, that's weird, there's all weeds and stuff, but it's not, it's branches. Wow, that's cool. Can I open the gate from the inside or can I just push it? From the outside it was pull. From this side, just a push. There we go. Give that a bit of a shove out of the way. Oh, look at this. Oh man alive. Alright, so I think roots and stuff, look at the water levels as well. This is really ramped up and it looks stunning. Rocks in the road, so this is where we're going to start moving into having to clear routes, which is pretty awesome. Do I go around that or through the water? I suppose we have also got our terrain scanner. It's not too deep, we'll go through there. Let's get our all-wheel drive on, let's get our diff lock on, let's get our low range on. Just to make sure we don't get too bogged down. We've got a snorkel on this, haven't we? Have we got a snorkel? Yes, we have, other side. We should be absolutely fine. I think it's for the most part, like I said, there's a couple of tiny little things that I've mentioned a couple of times on the first 2 videos about feeling a lack of response. So whilst I'm getting that immersive feel, I'm looking at the ground, I'm thinking, what I might do is go back onto SnowRunner again. Let's take low range box off, take diff lock off. I might go back onto SnowRunner because I'm sure there was more feedback, you know. I'm seeing it, I'm just not feeling it. But it's combining all the elements. It's not all the elements, not all of the elements. Some of the elements from each game, which I think is absolutely brilliant. But this whole new thing, adding in almost the construction simulator side of things as well. But this level of detail. We came on the first episode, on First Impressions, and the storm was about to hit, and the trees were blowing, and then you got debris flying in the air, and the rain, and that kind of stuff. I found that far more immersive. Okay, diff lock. There we go. Diff lock off. Wow, this is a different road. This is a completely different road. Right. So this is going to change things massively. I mean, in so much as. Okay, it's not too deep. The route thing isn't. It's, you know. As I said on the first episode and the second episode, we're kind of being guided through, and it's working us through a set of things. Oh yes, right, the branch just broke. I wasn't sure if we'd... Oh, do not tip over. Do not tip over. Turn into it, turn into it, turn into it. And we've been using the winch so far, or everything it's given us the option to do. The winch has been for opening doors and pulling things over and that kind of thing. I haven't actually used it to get myself out of trouble yet. Which I suppose we should do, really, shouldn't we? I'm assuming at some point I'm going to have to. I'm looking at the map thinking, oh yeah, we'll just saunter our way across. Oh, that was daft. So yeah, as this is ramping up, there's more elements of SnowRunner and Expeditions coming in. I don't have a fuel gauge. There's not. I'm assuming we don't run out of fuel. Oh, what the? We're going to have to go around. I don't think we can get through that. And again, not having it, it's interesting how you get used to the other games. You know, with we've got the ground scanner here, but my initial thought then was, oh, I'll put the drone up like you do on Expeditions, but we don't have a drone. We can have a look on the map, and I suppose that's the other thing as well, isn't it? It's if I just stop there, let's put our parking brake on. I think because of how moving forward this has the potential to be, that the journey itself is going to be such a huge part and probably take quite a long time. The progress per episode could end up being a lot less. Whereas the first couple, because you're gradually building into it and they're unlocking more bits, and it's that thing of, you know, it draws you in because you get to experience a few things, you get to have a bit of fun and play with some stuff fairly early on. So I don't know whether or not moving forward the next few episodes I do, we might, some of these journey bits, unless anything particularly, you know, wow happens, you know. Otherwise it's going to be 60 minutes of me driving from one place to another, which on SnowRunner and things like that was in essence a big chunk of what it was. Whereas this, there's so much more to it than just that. And I can also see where the road building, seeing the clips and stuff, where you've got the big divots and dips and you fill them with sand or fill them with whatever you're going to fill them with, you know. Let's put that on, let's put that on. Didn't check how deep it was, that was daft. Always check the depth before wading. It's an off-roading rule. So yeah, so I'm not sure how you know what we're going to do, but let's just get to the harbour, work out what's going to happen next. I just can't. The fidelity of the graphics, the movement, in the descriptions when you get this, the next evolution in blah blah, you think, you know, yeah, every game says that. Every game, you know, is going to blow smoke up its own what's name, you know. Because that's what it does, but this, I have to say, oh, we're good. It's not a lie. It's not a lie at all. I haven't encountered a bit yet, whereas, like I've said, like MudRunner, SnowRunner, expeditions where you're getting into the mud and you get that feeling of, you know what, we are stuck, we're not moving. I do feel at the moment very confident in whatever we're doing as it stands. Whether that will ramp up moving forward or not, I don't know. Let's take that off again. Some of the smaller branches and stuff so far we've been able to break up as we go. It's like big dips like this. If we have got to do infrastructure routes and stuff like that, your lorries and stuff, they're just not going to be able to cope with it. So we're going to have to, I say they're not going to be able to cope with it, maybe they will. They are off-road, most of them. Stick to the outside where you can see the humps sticking out of the water. Okay, coming up on the bridge. So this is all new.
At least this bridge is still in one piece. We had to move our operations before the storm. We needed to get to that harbor, so it had to be lowered. I was a bit worried about it, storm and all.
Seems to be a lot better this side. So let's just do that. Do that. I'm assuming to the left. To the right seems to go much further off that way. And we'll go left. Let's check it out. I'm going to be wrong, aren't I? Oh, looks like there's a building. Looking at the top on the navigation bar. Oh, I'm assuming the road has washed. Whoa, look at this. The road's gone. Just gone. You can see where it was over there and here. Do I try and go around, or do I just should I try and pick my way across this? Oh, I don't know how dangerous this is going to end up being. Can we get down through there, do we reckon? Is it worth trying? Let's go low range. We'll get a diff lock on as well. This is probably a really daft move. I'm just looking at how deep that is. This probably is not the best idea, is it? Especially without support. Oh, come on. Where's the fun if we don't try? Do I go up that bit there, which looks a little bit shallower, or do I go... I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go along. We've got some floating boulders, which is interesting. Actually, you know what? That's something as well. Difference between SnowRunner and Expeditions is to go in reverse in low. You don't have to come out of low, which kind of makes stuff a little bit easier. Let's see if we can get over this bit here. This is a very capable vehicle, he says. Oh, bottom him out. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. Okay, I've gone completely the wrong way. This is not the direction I wanted to be heading. It seems to be just doing exactly what I want it to do. I thought I would struggle a lot more. Right, let's back up a little bit here. Try and get up that gap there. Come on. Thunder! We are back on the road. This is where I find out this isn't the route at all anyway. I will go back across all that. Oh dearie me. That would just about... you know what? We're not getting any closer, are we? I should have gone the other way. We've got another washout here. Oh no. We can't go up and over. Right, I'm going to carry on and see if we can get to it. If I don't get to it, I'll come back and I'll see you back at that fork and we'll go back the other way. I think that's the best thing I can do. What I'm going to try and do is pick a route that's going to be a little bit easier this time. Actually, probably straight across. Doesn't look too bad, does it, down there? What we can do, let's just have a double check on this again. If we go to... How close in can we get? Oh, that's about as close as we can get, isn't it? Yeah, that's quite a steep drop off there. Don't want to go down there. Probably over this side. We'll do the same thing again, I guess. Kind of wangle our way over. That certainly looks like it goes... Oh, mind you, there's a turn there. I'm just thinking if it's a harbour, if we stick to the side of this, in essence, which is an estuary, I guess. I guess we'll find out, won't we, in a minute? Let's put that back on, that back on. Let's do this. Hello again. Now, I'm not going to say I drove round the whole island. You know, mistakes were made. I'm not pointing fingers. But we drove... we carried on going. We crossed over, and we probably should have gone that way. And we went this way, and we crossed that one, and we crossed that one, and we took a lovely drive through here. I think I showed there was a little bit of that. I didn't go out that way to the edge, but we came through here, and then we might have taken a drive right the way round, all the way round, all the way round. We found a sand quarry though. That's cool. We're going to need that, I would imagine, and we're nearly there. Look, port, harbour base. It doesn't matter. Like it says. Oh dear. It doesn't say oh dear, you know. It says think outside the sandbox. And yeah. Oh, what are we going to get to do here? Ships is arriving. So, the Vasily. Are we going to be getting loads of new gear off this ship? Have we got to unload loads of gear off this new ship? Another dock crane.
You might have noticed we've deployed some additional support. Supplies, vehicles, that kind of thing. But you'll need to jump in the crane and move all those containers out of the way first. And then you'll need to check the road from the harbor base to the transit point and clear out any hazards. Once that's done, you can plot a route for our vehicles.
Do I have to go in the crane? Okay. Okay then. Where's all our other stuff? What else have we got? Oh. Oh, that's that little dump truck, is it? So we can do sand. That's cool. Okay, right, let's jump in this. We get to have a go on another crane. That's objective. Do we have to track it? Already been tracked, I guess. Let's enter the crane. 260 Gantry. Sorry, trolley movement. Is that? Where's our hook? It says raise and lower the hook. Okay, there's our hook. Then L1 does that, R1 does that. Come on. Right, now we've done this before. Let's have a look here. Oh! So we want to go like that. Try movements. Don't want to go that way. So we want to be more over it. This is actually harder to tell here, isn't it? I'm looking down there thinking, I can't actually. Is there another camera angle? Not really. We can zoom in on that, I guess, can't we? We can get ourselves a little bit better. Why is my crane rail movement stopped? That will do. Let's lower the hook a bit more. Oh, okay, maybe not. And attach. Oh, so I didn't fiddle around with the rope length before. How do we do the... Oh, okay. So we can just tighten up a little bit. Oh, that's fair enough. Because I probably wasn't actually close enough to it, was I? Let's drop that back down to the ground. Let's see if we can get any better on that. Detach load. Do that. Then attach. Is it going to give me the same length no matter what I do? That's what I'm curious. Oh no, we're a little bit tighter on that. Where am I going to put this? Just out the way so I can get through. Down that end maybe? Where is our objective? I don't mind me a bit of big crane work. Well, not we block anything if we can take it all this way. As long as we can get through there. I guess we can just move it to the side, really. Didn't even have to do it completely. Just as long as it's out of the way. Let's rotate that around. Tie it up a little bit. No. That way. Well, I guess we can go right up past that, can we? Oh, we could if we had done the other way. Okay, that's alright. Right, let's drop that down. Does it need to be out of the zone? Ah, maybe. If I put that down, is that still going to have a triangle on it? Maybe. Right, let's go past here. Let's rotate it that way. Like that. There we go. Now we're cooking. Next couple I might just shift them over. I haven't even really got to do too much, have we? Try and see if we can get a bit more central as we're approaching. Nice! That's as far that way as we're going to go. Oh, I was hoping if I could give it a bit of a swing I could shove that one over. Maybe not. Can we rotate it around there? We can. There we go. We are clear. Kind of. Let's do that. We're done. Aren't we? Jobbed. Right, back to our map. Let's go to our vehicle, into our vehicle, check on here. Send additional support to the transit point, infrastructure, no requests, vehicles. We have a Voron 3327 rusty cargo truck. Nice. Parking brake off. So we're going to need to do some sand. Maybe. I thought our route was actually okay. Do I need to park this up? What do we got? Actually, that's a good point. Have we? Oh no, we haven't. I was to say, bearing in mind this is an extension of the previous map that we were on, I would have thought well, there was a thought there. Yeah, that the stuff that we stored would have still been there. Oh no, I suppose they moved it all over, didn't they? That's a bit weird, though, isn't it? Why you go to that all that effort? Okay. Yep, we got it. Let's retain that. Confirm. And there's our mules. That's our upgraded mule. That's the new mule. Why are the colours not showing? Never mind. So we want. Do we want the Voron? Should we give the Voron a go? Switch to vehicle. Where are we heading to? Over there. I don't know. Let's just go over there. We are additional support. So let's do it. Let's put our all-wheel drive on. Oh, I like this. It's funny how there are a lot of crossovers, especially with this. Now, I have to say, I haven't got further in the game, but looking at some of the clips and some of the images that were sent out to us and that kind of stuff, there's a lot of crossovers between Farming Simulator as well, because we've got versions of this on Farming Simulator, and a lot of the logging equipment, the tree removal stuff. There are some things that do cross over, which is bizarre. Well, it's just not bizarre, is it? It is what it is. I want to achieve something. I mean, we just used the Gantry crane. I mean, that's cool. Let's be honest, that's pretty cool. But I want to make sure we achieve a goal at least in this episode. That is my plan. How much then gets edited out will depend how excited I get, how long I play for, and then realise I've got too much footage again. Oh, we're going right the way out to that other thing. Send additional support. Oh, okay. So this, I've got to check the route. I don't think there was anywhere along this route. Oh, mind you, is stuff going to get bogged down here if I got to put sand down? I think I might have to. Yeah, here we go. Oh, the Tayga 6455. Nice. You're best to move sand around. Right. Gotcha. Let's park this up. Do I have to load the sand or will it load automatically? I guess we're going to find out. Let's put our parking brake on. Let's go to our map. Let's switch over to the Tayga. I say got it. I won't remember that, but... Oh, we got sand in already. Wow. This is struggling. Why are we... I haven't got a parking brake on, have I? There we go, just stuck and do it. Just needed our diff lock and low range on. So our first go at actually dumping a load of something. How far do I have to? Just once it starts to come out, I guess. Oh, okay. Right, let's lower it a little bit because I don't know how much is going to come out. Open tipper? Nothing. So I need to go up a bit more, I take it. Oh no 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 no! that did not go to plan. Close tipper. What do I do now? I have I got my can I use my wheel loader? Have I got my wheel loader? Should have, shouldn't I, in my menu? Map, where can I refill? Map layers. Sand quarry. Allows you to refill sand in the area. There we go, we should be absolutely golden. Oh, what's that? No idea. But this gives us our location. Okay, well, wasn't quite what I planned. But then we can get the wheel loader out and have a go with that. Let's get some more. So I need to get, it's about getting that angle just right, then open it up so it's unloading but not doing too much. Now it says the down arrow, bottom left it's saying refill sand. Is that once I get to this location, or do I just press it and it will do it once I'm in the zone? Will it do it? I thought I actually had to... Well, let's press it and see what happens. Oh, right, okay. That's odd. I thought we'd have to go over to a crane or something. Okay, well, I'm going to now make an absolute mess of this. I'm going to try and get my tip just right on the next one along, and then potentially bring out my it's a wheel loader. I know it's called, refers to them as dozers. Bring out the wheel loader, and then potentially grade it a little bit. I think. The Sandman. Okay, so let's try this again. Should we try that? No, it's done it again! Why has he put it all out in one go? There's no cruise control, so you can't cruise control it. Maybe if I just keep like that for the minute. If I get, I say, some speed up, we get some speed. So while we're moving forward, do it. Okay, that was a bit better, wasn't it? Was it? No, not really. I need to be moving. I need to be moving when I start to unload. It still did it all in one go, didn't it? Go and get some more. Let me just check something on the map. I think it was only just those two wet spots. That's the transit plant. So it's just these two bits here that are going to need my attention. That one there and that one there. I reckon maybe one more load, maybe two, and we should be alright. Oh, look. So we're going to do some bridge building at some point as well. Okay. Sand has been dumped. Probably about 4 loads more than I needed to do. So I brought out the Kronenwerk. Is it the L34? It looks like a Kirovets. Looks like the old Kirovets tractors. Maybe it is. So we've got to change our grader control. L1, and we want not manual, not asphalt destruction. Sand flattening is what we require. And I guess we just drive forward, do we? Then we'll do it automatically for us. Maybe. If I could drive in a straight line. Which apparently I can't. Yeah, boy. Ho, 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 ho. We are doing a thing. We just did a thing. Oh, that is so cool. Do I do it again just to make sure? Oh man, we haven't got a bit of asphalt on this one yet. We've just got to level it so it's okay for vehicles to cross. Just make sure it's level and everyone's happy with what we did. Oh, rain's starting. I'm sure it said L3. If you pressed L3, I can't get that information panel to disappear. I'm sure it'll go at some point. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's try this bit. And then I think we've got to set in an infrastructure route, haven't we? And that's what it's asking for. Oh, I don't know. I know this is what the game is about. And again, when I did episode 1 and episode 2, if this is not your thing, you're not going to be interested in the slightest. That's obvious. But, and I know a lot of this is, or I can set this to manual. I have got the option to set it to manual, but there is something bizarrely satisfying. There we go. Put it back on marching. We've done a route. Yeah. I guess we need to set a thing now, don't we? Then we can put our equipment and machinery away, I suppose. Right, let's just stop there. Put the parking brake on. So, infrastructure is what's asking us for. If we go to our infrastructure, plan a route, harbour base to transit point. So we want harbour base. Let's open it. And we are starting plotting from where at the harbour base? Just says harbour base. Start plotting. Okay, right. So we need to go at an angle that it can cope with. Out through the gap that we made. Again, angle's not too sharp. That should be alright. We might be alright right across there. Just got to avoid, if we're going to do a straight shot, that we don't hit any corners. We've got to remember as well, when we're turning, this is where it gets tricky. We've got to do it gradual, but avoiding any nasty surprises, bumps, dips. Okay, I think we'll be alright there. We can go in closer, can't we? Yeah, we can. We're fine. So, I think we're heading the right way. If we're not, never mind. I'm sure it'll be fine. There's no gates or anything. There's nothing. Oh, hang on. I've just suddenly realised I might need to grab... let's make sure we get that angle That angle. There we go. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe it would do it a little... Is there another route out? I guess we could have gone through that way. No, we're alright. We'll stick to what we're doing. I'm just thinking, well, there's some barrels and crates in the way. We'll see when we get there. I can't remember. And can I... I had this in the other episode where I forgot about the gate, didn't I? Tried to get to the gate before the vehicles got there and I didn't quite make it. So I've got to make sure we go across this bit nice and neatly. That we utilise our bridge. Shit, come on. Come on now. We look absolutely golden. Gantry truck grain, sand dropping, levelling. We are getting to experience some more things. It is here, isn't it? Zoom out. Oh yeah, there's some stuff there, but we're not going to go past that. We're going to go to there, there, making sure we got a nice angle that it can cope with. And boom. Do we dispatch vehicles? Do we dare? So 40 per truck, 200 per truck, and the remaining reward is 200 points and 1,000 we can earn. Let's dispatch a vehicle. I mean, to be fair, had we done the other route, that would have been quite a tight turn. We could have done a weird thing around. It would have gone through there and straight out, but in all honesty, I think it's right. We got one, we got two, we got a third one coming. Oh, that looks something smaller. Oh, is that one of my company wagons? Right, so what we're going to do now, on the way, let's wait here. Actually, not what I'm going to do. Let me just change vehicle into that. Parking brake off. I'm going to move out of the way a little bit. Because a couple of times when I was doing some of the other routes, I drove my armature, low diff, there we go, drove my armature and followed along, and I kept getting tooted at. The nerve! I don't know actually, this sand should be alright. I suppose what we, no, I was just thinking we need a roller compactor to compact all the ground, but that would be with the asphalt. I think you lay out, well you do that, if you can do a road, you do the sand, then you do an asphalt paver, is it? And then an asphalt roller. And then you've got a proper road surface, which obviously we haven't done yet. So what we'll do, I'm just going to sit here, and from here we can see that one, and we can see that one. Hopefully if they pass both of those, we shouldn't have a problem, he says. So in the pouring rain, we should see them come around the corner in a moment. I will wait, I shall be quiet. Route failed? What? Where? What's wrong with there? That doesn't make any sense. What? I don't need to put... Really? Okay, see you in a minute. I'm going to go and check that. That's strange. I'll refill with sand once I've got through here. You just have to be anywhere within the sand zone to be able to refill. I can refill now. Bottom left it's saying refill, and it just sort of refills from the air. I don't know how people feel about that. I would have preferred to go to where you've got all the sand stuff there. If there was like a big, like almost like a silo, or over the back there you've got your sand making machine, whatever, you know, that they put it through, I don't know, whatever it might be. I would have preferred that you actually backed up to that and it unloaded. I guess you still could if you wanted to. Let me go over to here and find out. Maybe the dip's too deep. I didn't think it was. I redid that corner. It's now... I don't realise this gave me the option for this. Change mode to standard. You gave me the option to spectate. To spectate the journey of the equipment coming, which is pretty cool. I wonder if I can change vehicle. Change mode to standard. Change to cockpit. Well, that's pretty cool. There's another vehicle following behind. Oh look, come on, look at that. We did it. We did it. Yeah, that corner, it wasn't a deep dip. It wasn't full of mud. It wasn't anything that I didn't think it could cope with, but oh, look at this. Absolutely sorted. Oh, I'm very pleased. We got plenty done. We'll see what the next objective is after this is done. We'll see the first one's going in. I don't know whether when this goes into the garage it will switch to the one behind it or not. I don't know, but we'll see how that goes, and then we'll that'll be cool. We'll see what happens next, what we get offered, and then if it's something quick and straightforward, we'll do it. If not, maybe that'll be on to the next episode. But I'm pleased with that. I'm looking forward to, because there's still so much to do. There's providing electricity, doing the asphalt. We haven't done any of that. There's logging to get resources for stuff. We haven't looked at recycling centres. There's pipe work, broken pipes. There is tons more to do. Very satisfying. It is very satisfying when, you know, it's that incredible thing, isn't it, how the human brain works. It's a simple thing. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's working. Objective complete. What's that one?
Good job there. We need a base of operations on the other side of the river. And that means we need a bridge. I don't suppose you've built a bridge before, right? Well, there's a first for everything. Oh, and if you want a steady supply of concrete slabs, I have just the thing. You can send a concrete slab convoy from the warehouse to the harbor base. Not essential, but it should keep our reserves up.
Warehouse to the harbour base. Where was our warehouse? Oh, okay. That route was fine. Crossing the bridge is fine. What's that route there? Is that highlighting previous routes? That's weird. I don't recall seeing that before. We need to look at this. I haven't done this route. We might need to do that bit here potentially. Well, let's have a look and see what that's going to entail. We'll get that route going. And yeah, well, I'll have it, because I went. Yeah, look at this now. I went all the way around there, all the way around there. If I just turned right, we would have been right there, wouldn't we? So what I'm going to do now is let's go to our garage. Oh, it's on the wrong one. That's why. Let's retain our Tayga. Thank you very much. And where is our Kronenwerk? Retain that. And then we'll grab our armature. We've got another vehicle leaving. Oh look, that's an interesting little one. It's in our company colours. Oh, get you, fancy pants. Right. Let's check the other route round, see if I need to do anything for that, because if we need to do some more filling, I'll get some more filling done. I'll do that off camera, probably. You've seen me doing the sand thing now. I tip the sand in a big old pile. You know, yes, could I do it smoother? Do I need to do it smoother? No, because those big piles, I thought, that's going to be a nightmare. But using the dozer blade and setting it to that automatic kind of sand flattening, it levelled it out itself, no problem at all. So what I've got to do now is go this way and look at any potential issues with our route. I don't know. The first section I know there aren't any. Oh, didn't have my all-wheel drive on. These branches and stuff, it should just break itself through. I can see a tree down. We're going to have to do a route round, aren't we? Here we are definitely going to have to do something. Because it's not going to like this one bit, is it? I reckon we're going to have to sand fill this. Yeah, it won't want to do that. Doing the route round. Oh, okay. What do we do here? We're going round this. Okay, we can go down to the beach. That should be a problem. Is it going to require sand filling here? Here, maybe. Yeah, I would say potentially, and we can try it. But if the route fails, that's not Again, doesn't seem too bad. At least we know we can do a route round. Oh no, we might be alright, you know. See if we've got anything bad around this side. Oh yeah, here. Okay. I reckon then we can we'll fill this bit. Bring a couple of loads out. Might need to bring out the whoa, okay. Didn't check. That was stupid. Oh, and you can use the winch. I did do that. I tried the winch off camera, and it does work to get you out of tricky situations. I should have used my object scanner, not my object scanner, my terrain scanner, and realised that it doesn't even go red. There's nothing. It's like it's just a bottomless pit. Can we go round it? No, maybe I just need to fill it up, I guess. I can go round it, but I don't think that's going to work particularly well for any other vehicles. I think we're just going to have to fill that up. Will that work with sand? Set up our base on it. Hang on a minute. I need to reach the other location. That's a side mission, is it? I've got sidetracked here. Let's put that on. Let's go back to here. I've got sidetracked. Let's go to our objective. Right, what's that asking me to do? Lay down the foundation, find a way across the water, set up a new base of operations at the foot of the mountains. We'll have to build a bridge across the river. Okay, so that's when we're going to have to build the bridge. So it just wants me to drive out there and have a look. I've gone completely the wrong way. I've just been scouting for the other thing as well. So we definitely have to fill here. And potentially here. Which again, I think, like I said, if I can do it off camera, we can set a route up. I'll check. That doesn't seem too bad, but it won't hurt to check. I don't think we're going to be able to get vehicles to go around this, so we are definitely going to have to fill that. That's going to have to be done. Right, let me head back to the other thing, because I'll get some points just for reaching the location, and then we'll see what it wants me to do then. And then potentially we might be end of this episode. I need to check my timings. Okay, we're heading back along to where the bridge bit is, where it's telling us to go to. We'll see what happens. And like I say, I'm going to go back out and I'll do some of the repair bits and bobs that need sorting. What is it going to be asked for here? You need to build a bridge. Oh, okay. Open the map and go to the bridges tab. There's some concrete slabs already here, but I guess we're going to need more. That's why we've got to set up the route to get more concrete slabs. So we've got more gear coming. Look. More gear following the route, that's all pretty cool. Let's take our... Why will our parking brake work? Okay. Let's go to the bridges tab. Wide concrete bridge. Throughout the game you will use different types of bridges. Resources the bridge requires. Maximum angle of the bridge, maximum length of the bridge, 15, 20. Select the available bridge type and start planning. Wow. To select start and end point. What the? How do we rotate that? Because that's at a funny angle. Oh no. Oh, okay, I see. Right. Okay, can I go back on that? Oh, we can. Right. So, let's do that. Where do you want our start point to be? There, probably. Alignment, inline, flat ends. Okay, let's try that. Oh no. Why is it so difficult to get to line up? That looks absolutely horrific. And there's no better angle. How do we get... Because you can't see to the side. That's not great, is it? Okay, is that saying that's okay? I mean, I wouldn't say that's a great start point, but... 7 concrete slabs. Is that all we need? Deliver the required resources to any of the designated zones at either end. Cancel the plan by hovering and holding delete. This will refund all resources used. Okay. I'm not sure how that start point looks. We're not straight on, are we? That's pretty ropey, but we're going to be building a bridge. I thought we might have to do a wood bridge, but concrete, that makes sense. We've got a load of resources here, so I need to get the crane out. We can start dropping resources off, but that'll be in the next episode. Let's check our objectives. Set up our next base on the other side. Side mission, send a convoy with concrete to the harbour base. Okay, so that's something we can do later on. But for the time being then... required 7 concrete slabs. That's actually not too bad, is it? Oh no, I'm looking now at the level of this. So if we make a mistake on this... the vehicle going past, we have. Yeah, if we make a mistake on this, it does say we can click on it and we can get our resources back. Because I don't know how... Oh, we'll find out. We'll find out in the next episode. I'm sure everything will be absolutely fine. I'm going to head back. I'm going to fill in some sandy bits and bobs off camera. I'm going to get our little crane out here. What are we up to? 9,620. I need to upgrade my crane. We've got the rusty crane, but we need something a little bit more, you know, with a bit more style, a bit more panache. That at least is the plan for another time. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.